Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the final of the 2023 Toto Dutch Open Ladies Pairs, played over the best of 7 legs, 701. And we welcome to the stage, first of all, 2 ladies from England. Please welcome Greaves and Hedman. Their opponents are 2 ladies from the Netherlands. Please welcome Wajer and Zijlstra.
Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the Toto Dutch Open 2023 finals afternoon. We are about to see the ladies pairs final, and 4 players all destined for the Lakeside in December to take out for this confrontation. And just waiting. Dieter's decided that something's missing from the stage, I think. 2 English ladies and 2 Dutch ladies. Ready to go toe-to-toe in the final. We have the men's pairs final following this. Then we have 3 youth finals before at 5 o'clock this evening we will go live onto RTL and have our men's quarter-finals, semi-finals and finals, and the ladies' finals. That's the singles tournament of the Dutch Open. They are all to follow. As you can already see, the 4 players all know each other really well. There's a bit of a chat, a bit of a meeting going on between the players, having a bit of a laugh as they're having their practice darts, 6 practice darts each. Referee for this game, Jamie Fairback. Been refereeing in and around Holland for a number of years and stepping up to the breach in the Dutch Open in the biggest stage of all in the Netherlands. His first experience of the Dutch Open. And of course, we have Dieter Hedman, the heart of darts. She's partnering Bo Greaves, the bow and arrow, of course, the world champion. We go from one extreme to the other, and Bo turned 19 just, what are we talking, 20 days ago, the 9th of January, I think, her birthday, something like that, is the 9th of January. I'm not going to say how old Dieter is, but it is fair to say that it's at the other end of the spectrum in the darting world. But I'm just having it whispered in my ear, 140, but I think that's rude, to be fair.
45.
We're playing the best of 7 legs, but as you can see, it is 7:01 for the pairs, so slightly lengthened format. Well, 200 points exact, to be precise.
41.
So as mentioned earlier, all 4 of these players have qualified for the Lakeside in 2023. For 3 of them, it will be a return. For Aletta, it will be
60.
a new experience for the young lady. You can already see the crowd beginning to get into the swing of Dutch Open finals day.
60.
Aletta's done very well over the last year or so in the WDF. She won a couple
60.
of ranking tournaments, and that propelled her up the rankings. And indeed, she finished the year, or is currently the number 12 in the world.
37.
So a real step up from, well, virtually unknown, if you like, within the darting circuit to someone that the top players fear playing now. Dieter, by her own admission, hasn't been playing quite as well
40.
recently as has been the case, but still a massive force to reckon with in the darting world.
59.
What can you say about Bo Greaves that hasn't already been said? I think myself and Anthony Dundas were commentating on the World Masters, and she won 32 straight legs
85.
to win the World Masters. Oh, he didn't drop a leg, which was just incredible. In the World Open, she lost legs to Naomi Uchi, but took her revenge in the World Masters when she went on to win
44.
the title. And Anke Zijlstra, member of the Dutch national team for a number of years now. Been in and around that top 5, 6, 7 of the ladies' darts for a number of years as well. Really solid performer.
100.
And again, proving that fact by getting to the Dutch Open pairs final. Big field. So around about
85.
halfway through this first leg. Not a great deal in it. There might be after this, though. In fact, I would go so far as to say there is after this. 105 points to be exact. As mentioned, in that after this, after the 2
60.
pairs finals, we will have the youth finals. We'll come on to those. We'll let this first leg play out and then give you a rundown of who's in those pairs finals. I know one of the boys under 17 semi-final is just being played to a conclusion as we stand
26.
at the moment. So not quite sure of who the finalists in are, but we certainly know the Aspirantum finalists and the girls finalists. This is going to make a really big hole in. Has fabulous darts. Somebody said that Alita might be a bit nervous on her first appearance on the Dutch Open stage. Well, she's the first one to hit a 180, so that would suggest that's not the case.
87. Anke, you require 36. Yes, that's game shot in the first leg.
And Anke takes out the double 18.
Second leg, it's both
And the first leg.
Game on.
Ah.
100.
Yeah, the first leg too. Look, I don't think I'm saying anything untoward when I say they're the underdogs. They have the home support, of course.
41.
Bo and Dieter have the experience, which sounds madness talking about a 19-year-old that's got experience, but incredible.
$60.
Anke here is from Heerlen in the Netherlands. So partner from Lelystad.
140.
Bo from Yorkshire in England and Dieter from Essex in England.
21.
Sometimes think that Dieter forgets when she's coming up to the darts, whether it's darts or dancing. She does like a dancer. She gets up to the hockey, especially with the referee. She tends to try and embarrass us, and now she's trying to embarrass the board, and she's done so. 180 for Dieter Hedman to level it up at 180 on each side. Aletta and Dieter, the 180 hitters.
60. 100. 60. Dieter, you require 121.
Difference in the scores here. Bo and Dieter on 1-2-1.
57.
Now down to 64. Letter and Anchor back on 4-5-9. Scoring in this leg has been phenomenal from the two English ladies.
100.
A little bit more respect put onto the scores there by Anchor, but 64. Another 16 for double 16 for Bo.
48.
To leave double 8.
45. Dieter, you require 16.
She snuck that in the corner.
Yes,
she waited, Jamie waited. They were just looking at each other. Quite the right thing to do. It was in the corner of the double 8, so it's 1-1. It's mentioned in the youth earlier on, and we have 3 youth finals here at the Dutch Open. The first of which is the Aspiranten Boys, which sees 2 lads from Holland
59.
taking on each other for that title. And they are Ruben Balmans,
81.
who's 13, just 13 years old, and he's taking on Dan Toxopius, known as Toxic. And he is 12 years old. I'm just looking at his walk-on music, and no, he hasn't got Toxic as his walk-on, which it might have gone hand in hand, but what do I know about music, etc. But yeah, so that's your Aspirantum final. Then we will have, the girls' final, and we have Scotland against Hungary. Sophie McKinley, 16-year-old. Her nickname Sophie the Trophy. So make of that
60.
what you will. From Stirling in Scotland, she will be playing Dorina Sipos, whose nickname is Dorbio. She is from Hungary. They will be playing each
85.
other. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the second of the semi-finals has indeed just finished in the boys under 14 to 17-year-old category, and we will have Germany against the Netherlands.
81.
Sydney de Vries of the Netherlands has just beaten Casper Grube of Germany by 3-2 in the semi-final, and he will therefore play
66.
the Lakeside qualifier Mats Theobald from Germany in that 14 to 70-year-old final. But that's a little bit further down the line. Those games follow the 2 pairs finals. Obviously, we're in the ladies' final. We'll move on to the men's and who's in that in a second. But we're getting down to the business end of this third
59.
leg in the ladies' pairs. And Bo and Dieter have the advantage.
26.
But 26 opens the door here for Aletta and Anchor. That door is not being pushed open, though. Or is it? Or is it? Maybe it is. It hasn't left a finish, but it's given a 26-point lead. Pressure on here, Bo could do with a good score. What a silly thing to say. Will Bo hit a good score? 140 is not bad, I suppose. 169 for Anchor. Came down for the 19s first start.
83.
83 leaves a reasonable 86, but it's Dieter on 55 for a 2-1 lead for the ladies from England. Wow, that is a big 10. You can see the frustration stroke surprise, I guess. On Dieter's face, she's just about hit the 5, so it's a dart at tops.
35. Aletta require 86.
Aletta on 86 and should go 18s. Treble 18 would leave double 16. A 4 leaves 82, so it's bull or treble 14. Not to be.
19. Bowie require 20.
Double 10 then for Bo Greaves, and we have a 2-1 lead for England in the women's pairs.
Throw first. Game on.
Bo will start us off in leg 4. Best of 7, of course, first of 4. So still a couple of legs away, but wow, 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 what a way to start. Our first 180 of the tie. The ladies' pairs features a world champion
30.
in Bo Greaves. Also features a runner-up at Lakeside on a number of occasions in Dieter Hedman. Well, when we move to our men's final, we have 2 ex-Lakeside world champions featuring in that particular tournament's final.
92.
They're on opposite sides. We have Jelle Klassen, of course, is the previous world champion from 2006.
45.
And he's partnering Chris Landman, the countryman. Those two guys will be playing against Christian Kiss, the 2012 Lakeside world champion.
60.
And Michael Stoughton. Again, it's an all-Netherlands affair. And that's to follow this game. But yes,
60.
3 world champions in our 2 pairs tournaments finals. So again here, Dieter and Bo opening up a big gap here. Oh, we got a bit of an accident, into much as Jamie's kicked over the light.
140.
Okay, bit of a chat between the guys. I think the light just in front of Jamie, which he couldn't see the board, and so they just he wanted to move forward, and he's obviously kicked the light.
80.
But a big lead, as I said, for Dieter and for Bo. And that gap is widening with a 125 to leave 104, and again, Dieter and Anchor way back on 486, albeit Dieter's going to make a big hole in that.
100.
Dieter 104 then. Just 15 darts, which if it were 501, you'd go, yeah, okay. It's not, it's 701. So that's it, Dieter. Take the 4 off first. I like that idea.
44. 81. Bowie requires 60.
Bo Greaves then 60, 20 for tops. Tops it is then for a 3-1 lead. That's not the worst marker in the world, and that one is in. And it is indeed Bo Greaves and Dieter Hedman that now lead by 3 legs to 1. And are 1 away from becoming the Toto Dutch Open pairs champions for 2023.
46.
46 might not be enough. The problem you get for Elite and Anchor is, and with due respect to the other girls, when you know that you've got Bo following you, and the 180 is a real possibility, the pressure on your darts to get off to a good score, to get a good score,
60.
is heightened, and that tenses the muscles, and therefore the darts aren't quite flying as truly as you would normally let them fly. I feel as though that's been the case in this match since the first leg.
24.
Albeit, if Anchor can, sorry, if Eletta can find the treble here, they'd have a good lead here in this 5th leg.
60.
And see that 60 is an okay score, but then you've got Bo Greaves about to follow you, and suddenly 60 doesn't look quite so good.
100. 28.
But the Dutch ladies have a lead here. desperate for a treble to strengthen that position.
45.
Not to be. And I say only 100 points in front, and I've said only because that has been obliterated.
125.
19-year-old Bo Greaves, bow and arrow. He certainly is the walk-on music that
60.
the girls they used from England was the Merry Men's Hot, 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 and that certainly describes the way Bo has been playing in this particular game. To be itching for a treble. Not to be, so it's around even Stevens here. So again, let her now 330. Can she find the treble? She can. Twice, lovely. A chance here then. So if Bo doesn't find the treble, what a silly thing to say.
140.
What a very, very silly thing to say. I stand corrected, of course.
45.
To leave 145. If Dita can find, she'd love to get it under 100. She wouldn't want to score 83 because that would be awkward, but oh, what a lovely first dart. Follow that to the side. 65. Could come downstairs. 17s wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to hit here. Why not hit treble 19? That'll do. To leave 60. So to leave Dita and Bo just 60 points away from the title.
83.
Although their opponents are well placed now.
60.
Double top.
Game,
And there it is.
Shot, and a match. Bo Greaves and Dita Hedman.
Bo and Dita are your 2023 Toto Dutch Open Ladies Pairs champions. They beat the pair from the Netherlands by 4 legs to 1 and take away the trophies. We'll be back with your men's pairs final very, very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation first of all for your finalists, Wajer and Zijlstra. And your 2023 Toto Dutch Open Ladies Pairs champions, Bo Greaves and Dita Hedman. We are going to move straight into the presentation for the ladies' pairs. I'm going to be joined on stage by Mr. Francis van Kouten, I believe. And we present, first of all, the runners-up plaques to our finalists, Zijlstra and Wajer. One more time for Wajer and Zijlstra. And now your 2023 Toto Dutch Open Ladies Pairs champions, Bo Greaves and Dita Hedman. One more time for your champions, Bo Greaves and Dita Hedman.